Yep, this is MỌL'ÈDÈ, the program that teaches the language and the culture of the Yoruba people, specifically of Nigeria. All right. My name is Itunu, and I'm your usual hostess on this program. Happy Easter. Today is Easter. Oh my goodness. Happy Easter, everybody. How are you doing? Thank God for another year. We thank God for His mercies, for His goodness, for everything that He's doing for us, and we thank God for for the power of resurrection. The Lord will continue to be alive in your lives. Thank you very much for joining me today. So before we move on, can we quickly do this? Okay, thank you for doing that. Subscribe. Just hit that red button. It doesn't cost you anything. Trust me, not a dime. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the act of communication. The act of communicating in Yoruba. You will say, what does it mean by that? Yoruba as peculiar people that they don't talk expressly like that. They don't talk with all their mouths open. What do I mean by that? A lot of time Yoruba do what I call coding. All right, they code, the way they talk is coded. For instance, if it's not in the day of old, not that now that young people are civilized. It is not usual for you to be in a gathering and then somebody will just say, I want to go and poo-poo. Right. I'm sure everybody will look at it and say, okay, you want to go and do the thing. Àbúrò mi kan ní kéèyàn board game. So instead of someone to say, mo fẹ́ lọ yàgbẹ́, I want to go and poo-poo, you are likely to hear something like, mo fẹ́ lọ gbọ̀nsẹ̀. If somebody say, mo fẹ́ lọ gbọ̀nsẹ̀ in a gathering, you are not likely to pay attention to that person, you see. So if someone wants to go and mo fẹ́ lọ tọ̀, you will get and say, mo fẹ́ lọ tọ̀. No. You are likely to hear something like, mo fẹ́ lọ ṣẹ̀yọ́. If somebody say, well, you'll be like, you don't know what it means. It's only that message is only made for people that can decode. So that's why I call it the act of communicating in Yoruba. So we're going to look at a couple of them today, and then subsequently we will be building on that. Now Yoruba has different ways of talking. The way they talk is wrapped in the pitch of the statement, the depth, it's so unique that it sounds like music. Like I told you before, I told you this program that Yoruba is the most romantic language you can write, and that's why even the language itself, you will have those stress, those army. I told you before in this program that those army on our letterings it's called Doremi. So Yoruba talk in a rhythm that sounds musical, and so that's why I call it the most romantic language you can ever hear. So we have verbal communication, the one I'm doing with you right now, the talk. We have non-verbal. That's the one that is very, very unique in its way. If for instance, if a Yoruba person want to pass a message to you, and he doesn't want the other person next to you to hear, to understand, we talk coded. Now, facial expression, in my own generation, our mothers use that a lot, and that's why it scares me when you don't speak your language to your children. Honestly, no matter what the language is, Yoruba or whatever, it's scary. Because if a child doesn't speak your language, how will you then use face to talk to the child? The child will like, what is wrong with your eyes? That's what we see these days. When you do your eyes, okay, you are doing your eyes like this, and the child is wondering what is wrong with your eyes. That's where you've gotten yourself to. Now, I told you on this program. So if somebody is angry with you, for instance, and you greet the person says, that's a response. You will know that, okay, things are not you are not on the same page with this person today. I told you that we have talking drums. I told you because on this program, in the elementary stage of this program, we have a drum which is is called talking drum. So that talking drum, it's used to pass messages across in a way that the Yorubas infuse proverbs, metaphors, and a lot of gestures, So that talking drum, for instance, it is usually very common in the palaces of kings in Yoruba land. They use it, to greet the king in the morning, to greet him, to wake him up, and all that and all that. And then when we have occasion, we have parties, easy to do, used to sing praises of people, So when you say something, you say something another way that requires the person who can decode it to understand. Now, for instance, a Yoruba man might not likely tell you that I'm broke. If you ask your senior sibling some money, bros, can I get some money? If he's broke, he's likely to say, owo po lowo mi. That means I have plenty of money. The opposite. So if you are able to decode that, you will know that, okay, this bros is broke after all. What the polowo mi o. All right, that's one. Then we use, when we want to pass across a message that is very sensitive, we use symbolism. That is very very in use in those days. And there is a particular thing they do in those days that is called aroko. Aroko is a way of using symbols to pass a message across to someone or a group of people. Now, if a man is living outside his domain, outside his native land, and is supposed to be the king of his own land, what they do in those days, they will send a messenger to him with a leaf called ewe akoko. I'm explaining how they do aroko now. They will send to him. If he sees that ewe akoko is used to during chieftaincy, ceremonies, they put it on the head of the king and all that. When the man sees that ewe akoko, we know that, okay, my people want me to come and be the king. And then he will pack his bags and baggages and return to his own land. All right. So symbolism. Ewe aroko can be sent through a messenger, a friend, or even an animal. Yes, they use animals in those days. Animals like dogs, animals like parrots. Yeah, I mean birds like parrots. They use those to they just put the. I know those things are so trained that it will blow your mind the way they use them. They just you can just tie the leaf on the wing of the bird, and parrot now, and tell it to go to this person and deliver it, and it will do. And then another symbol, another way they use metaphor to talk is this: if someone asks you for a favor and you are not able to meet that you are not able to do that, you don't have the capacity to meet that demand, you are likely to tell the person that ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí ẹja ni. Can you imagine that? Ẹja, what is ẹja? Fish. Ẹja ni, that means impossible. A lecturer of mine will say impossible. But if the person tell you, oh, this is, and you say, oh, okay, or if you say ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá mi sọ yìí akànnì. You see all these metaphors, akànnì, that means it is positive. Communication, that means it's positive. That's another one. Then there's one that's really, really, really really blow my mind in all of this. Now, when in those days, if parents have visitors and they want to entertain that visitor, and maybe you have a nosy child around, and you don't want that child to just sit down there and be, there's some children like that. They just sit down and be looking like that. You tell the child, okay, oh yeah, BC, come and go to Mama Bimbo's house. I have a record Bimbo. Maybe that's why I just saying. Come and go to Bimbo's house, Mama Bimbo's house, and go and collect arodon for me. Arodon, they call it arodon. Okay. This will run because she knows that if there's a visitor in the house, you want to see what is up, so she want to run quickly and get her road done and come back. Then she will get to Mama Bimbo's house. My mom say I should collect her road. My mom is making a road done. Mama Bimbo say okay. Oh my goodness! It was just yesterday I gave Mama Tayo. Mama Bimbo knows that I don't want busy to disturb my guests. So he said, Mother, for Mama Tayo, and I gave it to Mama Tayo yesterday. Oh yeah, run, busy, run quickly to Mama Tayo. Tell her I said she should give you the road I gave her yesterday. And then busy will run against Mama Tayo. And then she gets, good afternoon. I'm making a road now. Oh, okay, busy. Just wait, I'm home. She went to her room and be minding her business. Actually, the idea is to just send that child on a chase. Goose chase. There is nothing called a rodon. So they will delay her there. And then after a while, my mother can say, can you imagine? Meanwhile, they have wasted about 30-40 minutes of our time. You know what? How can I have forgotten? It was just this morning that Mama Shade collected it. Do you know Mama Shade's house? Yes, ma. Busy knows her mother's circle of friends. So, oh yeah, come and go to her. That's how they will. By the time Busy comes back to the house, My visitors has been to discuss whatever I want to discuss with my dad, eating and everything, and then she will come back panting. Mommy, can you imagine? I went to my visit, I went to Antalya, I went to at the end of the day, they said they have given you. Oh my goodness, how can I have forgotten? But like, I wrote down. There's nothing like that. It's just if a child is disturbing you at home, just yeah. So that's just the different ways we do communicate. What else do I have? So Yoruba too, we don't talk in depth. We don't talk expressly like that. That's why there's an adage that says "Ó tán lẹ́nu, ó kù sí." That means I've said the much I can say for now. The remaining is in my belly. Okay. And then they have a saying too that says "Àbọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ fọ́mọlúàbí." In a future video, I'm going to treat some common adages in Yoruba. Àbọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ fọ́mọlúàbí. Tó bá dénú àdòdìdì. That is, we tell a child of virtue half. You don't tell everything. You'll be able to decode, process. I'll tell you a little. You have to be able to. You should be able to. You have to be able to decode it and, make use of it. That's why in Yoruba, if it's not in those days, I mean, I keep on saying in those days because things have really changed. That's why when you see a child that is talking too much, we frown at it, because Yorubas believe that when a child talks like that, there's likelihood for the child to gossip, to exaggerate, and those are vices Yorubas frown at. Exaggerate things, gossip about people, and all that. So when in a way, when we say a child that is just talk too much, it's a cultural thing. We don't expect a child to be in a place and just where others are. So, ó tán lẹ́nu for today. All right. So today I'm going to be giving a shout out to a sister of mine from another mother. All right. A sweet 16, Dickiness Adejoke Akibi. She turned 55 just yesterday. Can you believe that? She looks like 25 really. So I'm using this opportunity again to say congratulations, dear sister. I love you so much. God bless you. Your daisies will be long in the mighty name of Jesus. Yeah. So I think that's about all what I have to discuss with you today. So I will again leave you with the babysitting platform I've been telling you on this platform. If you want trusted babysitters and cleaners within the US, go to www.mybridesmaids.com. They will do justice to your job. Trust me, the babysitters on this platform, their background checks has been done. And when we say we do background checks in the US, it's a big deal. So don't fear anything. They are good people. So connect with them on that on that website, and voila, your job is done. Until I come on your way again next week. Irelujo, thank you very much for joining me today. Otonlenu Okusipo. I love you. God bless you. Bye.